Hello and welcome back to Time Out with Sports Adda. And what a day of cricket we've had today. Kind of an off day for what kind of results we've been having, where all the teams were chasing runs. Today, all both the teams have managed to defend it. Coming to Rishabh, what do you think was so special about Gujarat's bowling performance to defend their total today?
I think they were spot on with their line and lengths. They had some plan in mind, definitely. When you see somebody like a Hardik Pandya coming to bowl in the first 3 overs with the new ball in hand in the power play, that means definitely they have planned out something. You see somebody like a Varun Aaron who's expected to bowl for, doesn't bowl for. You see Rahul Tewatia coming in towards the last 5 overs to get one over in. So definitely Ashish Nehra along with the think tank had some plan, and they I think executed it very brilliantly.
All right, and Rishabh Pant doing his best actually. I think Bhavik would have really loved the way he batted. He batted fearlessly. I think he did everything in his right as a captain, but sadly missing out. Top order not firing. Bhavik, any particular observations?
Correct. A fair bit of inexperience is what I felt was the reason why DC lost those wickets in a flurry. Of course, an experienced campaigner in that middle order would have, sort of slowed down the game, maybe, or maybe just negotiated a couple of runs here and there, and then take the match a bit deep, and then, sort of chase the target. But then again, the Gujarat bowlers, just as Rishabh mentioned, had a plan in their mind. They were hitting the deck hard. They were not giving away fuller deliveries. You see Mohammad Shami, Hardik Pandya with the new ball up. The biggest surprise in this IPL for me. And more
Yeah,
importantly, he was clicking the 140 mark. So this
yeah.
is an absolute surprise for me. And it's very good to see that he's doing that with the new ball and doing it with very effectiveness.
And special mention to their fielding as well, and they got a lot of direct
100%.
hits and some brilliant fielding there. Well, we'll directly go to the scorecard here, and we'll see that a new team that's joined that the IPL bandwagon is going to be right on top of the table. Gujarat have managed to beat Delhi by 14 runs. Rushabh, can you take us through the match summary?
Yes, I think the first innings was well talked about. Hardik Pandya and Shubman Gill doing the bulk of the scoring for them. Mustafizur Rahman tried his best, and I think Delhi managed to restrict them to 171, which was a very chaseable score. But like we all spoke about, coming to the second innings, I think none of the top order batsmen were able to stay there and score runs for their team. Rishabh Pant again being the lone person trying to pull the wagon for his team. Lalit Yadav stitched a small partnership with him, but I think the bowling attack of Gujarat, led by Lockie Ferguson, was too good for the Delhi to be able to chase that target down, and eventually they lost by 14 runs.
Well, I think experience is where they possibly lost it because in the start they had these three wickets that fell, and then it got consolidated because of Rishabh Pant and Lalit Yadav. And towards the end, when those wickets were gone, that signaled the end of everything. With that said, let's go to this the fun segment of our predictions, and we'll be able to see what how we performed, whether we won or no. I know there's a straight red for Bhavik that last one there, sadly, but all right, okay.
मनदीप यार एक बाउंड्री और मार देता बस.
Yeah, absolutely. Mandeep was almost there. He lost his focus somewhere. But yeah, Rishabh Pant was bang on, and I'll take
The
it for the
return of
Sunday.
our Guruji.
Yeah, this was fun. This was fun. Where do Delhi go from here? I mean, there's something that I was thinking. It's like a top side. Yes, they are missing Hendrik Nortje, but they are also missing the likes of Shikhar Dhawan partnering Prithvi Shaw in the start, and their number three batsman used to be Shreyas Iyer and maybe a Rabada in their bowling lineup. So, aren't they really coming not very strong as the Delhi Capitals we know for the past 3 years? Bhavik?
Well, see, we have all known how Delhi has been throughout the years. They have had the services of Shikhar Dhawan and Shreyas Iyer top of the order, who are are not so flamboyant batsmen. They would take their time. They would score bulk of the scoring by fours and not sixes. They would rotate the strike well, and everything said and done, that team is no longer a part of the IPL. But now they have roped in David Warner and Mitchell Marsh. the exclusion of these two guys, of course, they are playing back in Pakistan, and they had to attend a Shane Warne memorial. But the inclusion of those two guys might just
Will
aid
make,
Delhi Capitals.
yeah,
So that
make it strong.
experience that we are talking about is something that they can serve to the purpose of Delhi, and that is somewhere I feel that will be a rise in this Delhi batting camp.
Well, we just hope that the two Australian champions join this camp to make this IPL even more better. Going to Gujarat, Rishabh, this new look team under Hardik Pandya, him changing rules. I've never seen him play at four. I've never seen him bowl the second over, not many times though. What kind of confidence do you think he must be having at this point of time, and what kind of knowledge he must be getting from Gary Kirsten?
I think we've seen that, as far as confidence is concerned, when we look at the Indian team as well, we talk about Indian team doing so well because they have an aggressive captain in the form of Virat Kohli. That's what has been the case for the last 3 to 4 years. That's, I think, similar sort of, if you can just replicate it or consider the same situation for Gujarat Titans, that is what is happening. Somebody like an Hardik Pandya, who's not a very technical person, so he's not somebody who will think about a lot. He's somebody who will just go with the flow, enjoy himself, and somewhere that confidence and that flamboyance which he has is rubbing on to his team members. And if you see, every individual in this team has some sort of an experience, apart from one or two guys like Abhinav Sadrangani and all. Rest, everybody has played international cricket or is in the IPL circuit for long. So that experience, along with that easygoing
Matters a lot.
attitude which the captain gets, that somewhere makes a difference. And with Gary Kirsten, you get a think tank. So when you have a captain who's not a very technical person, who's easygoing, you need somebody from outside the ground to basically run the reins. That is what Gary Kirsten must be doing. Just telling him that this is what you have to do. Go, captain, enjoy yourself. And when the captain is enjoying himself, the team also enjoys, and that's why we are seeing such good performances on the team.
Well, good insights there, Rishabh. And I think they might be missing a little bit on that number three there with Vijay Shankar not showing too much promise. But apart from the players and the matches that happened today, I think special mention to the MCA pitch where it's possible that you can win a match by batting first, which makes the IPL even more interesting. All the teams visiting from Mumbai should keep that in mind, and I think that's extremely interesting. Well, this was the match for tonight. I think it's been a brilliant one with the both of you. And while we missed out on the last segment of the previous match, which was Mumbai versus RR, where Mumbai was showing a lot of promise, and we really hoped that there was a Pollard kind of a finish. They prevailed. They absolutely couldn't chase down their target, and Rajasthan Royals are right up there on the top of the table with a very, very healthy net run rate. If you look at this match, Mumbai was only able to make 170 runs. And a brilliant, brilliant innings by Tilak Varma. I think he was the highlight of the day for Mumbai. Ishan Kishan carrying his form again for a 50, but not really making it. Mumbai's lower middle order was really not able to perform, with Yuzi Chahal and Ashwin giving only 56 runs in their 8 over quota, and Yuzi Chahal really missed out on that hat trick there. It was dropped by Karun Nair.
Dropped
It's hard to
opportunity.
believe. Karun Nair is not the happy guy in that camp, although they won tonight. But yeah, those were our that was that match, and Rajasthan prevailed, winning 2 out of 2 matches. We go to our segment where we predicted some things in the past, and we'll see how we fared directly on the leaderboard. While we are missing Yash,
अरे
we
यार
what
हटाओ
are
इसको. इजी प्रेडिक्शन देके भी हारता है लड़का है यार, क्या है यार. Come
oh, I
on,
will be
Yash,
waiting for
if
you
you are hearing out,
for the future
just
games.
don't compete anymore, yaar, please.
Bhavik, it's a repeat of yesterday. High
Oh
five, buddy.
yes, high
Yeah,
five, high five.
good one, good one. Nice. And it's been a brilliant day with all you viewers. I hope you find us on social media and like, share, and subscribe. Thank you to Rishabh and Bhavik for tonight. What a wonderful day of cricket we've had. This is us from Time Out at Sports Adda signing off. Have a good night.
Thank you.